Hi, my name is Brent Fegley. I'm from Aptima, a small business dedicated to human-centered engineering. I'm thrilled to tell you about a tool we've developed to improve force readiness and proficiency. With our tool, warfighters can receive critical post-mission information in near real time, given the data, enabling an increased mission success probability of subsequent events. Our tool helps make after-action reviews of live missions timely and meaningful by filtering multimodal sensor data around significant events, and by providing debriefers a consolidated, synchronized view of different data streams in a comprehensive and comprehensible manner. Presently, we're targeting live anti-submarine warfare missions of the P-8, where timely and comprehensive after-action reviews are uncommon. Provided the data of interest are accessible, our tool can be used meaningfully in any environment and on any technology platform: tablet, laptop, desktop, cloud, because the tool's efficacy does not depend on integration or tight coupling with any other system. Perhaps you've heard the parable of the blind men and an elephant. It's an ancient tale with several variants. The blind men in this tale have individual access to only a part of the elephant: a tusk, the trunk, the tail, and so forth. And then they find themselves in disagreement about what an elephant is. The story's primary thrust is that persons who have limited and varied access to information about a thing come to form opinions about it that differ markedly from others' perspectives. The parable is about how subjective experiences limit understanding of the truth. It's also about how disagreement may be counterproductive without complete information. Our tool overcomes such problems by providing teams, crews, and event participants a consolidated, time-synchronized view of varied inputs to improve their situational awareness. In other words, it's a one-stop shop for a complete depiction of an event given available data. The use of our tool leads to collective understanding, more informed decision-making, and more effective teamwork. Oh, and I almost forgot, our tool helps map observed behaviors to doctrinal knowledge, skills, and abilities, as well as tactics, techniques, and procedures. So, it's also a performance measurement tool with reporting capabilities. Who or what is Aptima? We are a technology company. We've been in business for roughly 26 years, optimizing human performance in mission-critical environments. We have over 250 customers across government, commercial, and healthcare sectors, over 40 patents, provisional, non-provisional, and pending, with technology licensing available, and a 22% compounded annual growth rate through 2019. Our roughly 165 employees are truly multidisciplinary, with backgrounds ranging from cognitive science, neuroscience, industrial organizational psychology, and instructional design to product engineering, data science, and artificial intelligence, among others. The Navy asked us to develop a solution that fuses disparate and distributed data for performance measurement and proficiency tracking, and to help human users make sense of the result. The idea was to enable timely and comprehensive after-action performance reviews and debriefs of training events. Although the STTR topic emphasizes training, note that we don't construe training's desired outcome, learning, as something restricted to training events. Operational missions provide opportunities for growth as well. Although we're currently developing the tool to enable timely after-action reviews for P-8 air crews, the tool is applicable across the DoD. For example, timely consolidated after-action reviews could accompany watchstander team training for Combat Information Center teams, as well as for teams aboard submarines. Faced with quick crew turnarounds between missions and a desire to make better use of an overabundance of mission data provided by a digital aircraft platform, the PA community emerged as an ideal focus for our efforts. The challenges identified here are real and persistent. The improvement sought, an after-action review within 24 hours post-mission, is based on the assumption that the likelihood of crew co-location, availability, and memory of mission events decreases dramatically after 24 hours. Our tool is a software application with two primary components, the After Action Review tool and the Observer Notes application. These are the tool's most visible parts. An early version of the After Action Review tool, what we also call the debriefer, appears in the screenshot. Note that the debriefer's interface is composable, meaning that a user may organize it to suit educational objectives. For example, a user can drag and drop different event feeds from the media bank during event replay onto the main canvas, and then resize and telestrate them, something common in sports event replays. The Observer Notes application, not shown, allows an observer to bookmark significant events during a mission for follow-up. Bookmarking serves two purposes. It helps us identify what data to capture post-mission and what made this point in time exceptional, given a qualitative assessment and rating if desired. This table is a snapshot from a few months ago. We continue to improve our tool's capabilities, usability, and workflow. Presently, we're visualizing classified data from live missions of the Poseidon P8 as we build out an end-to-end data processing pipeline. Our longer-term objectives and their associated risks depend significantly on our tool's eventual users and the organizations that support them. We're focused on a P8 use case currently, but we expect our tool's capabilities to support watch standard team training in surface and subsurface domains too. By the way, APUMPS is our code name for the tool we're discussing. We designed our tool to shorten the time between the end of a live, virtual, and constructive event or mission and its briefing to a team or crew. Using our tool, an instructor or commander can make a comprehensive debrief to his or her crew within 24 hours post-mission, while the crew's memory is fresh. The same applies to a watch team captain or supervisor looking to debrief a Combat Information Center team following an event. Turnaround time is significant for live missions. Live missions differ from virtual and constructive missions due to the nature and distribution of data sources. For example, the notes taken by observers, disk drives that need to be extracted from an aircraft and delivered to a tactical operations center, reports from cooperative assets and targets. By the way, 24 hours is a guidepost. We intend to do better than that in practice. Remember the parable of the blind men and an elephant? Our tool helps each person see what the others saw. This means that the characteristics of the elephant, in our case, the mission, can be understood comprehensively, which means that another encounter is less likely to lead to confusion and disagreement. In fact, the consolidated view and the narrative that our tool can support will foster learning and more effective teamwork. In other words, increase force proficiency and force lethality. Our key challenges to transition are not really about the technology itself, but in government involvement and government assistance in navigating the risk management framework for authority to operate. The items noted in this table are only some of the matters that require attention. Note that not all of these are considered heavy lifts, but they do depend on access to more than classified data. For example, items 6 and 7 require some thought about who the users of the tool should be. Item 2 requires thought about where components of the tool should live. From what you've seen and heard so far about our tool's capabilities, can you imagine an alternative application or target for the tool? We have a few ideas among the others itemized here. For example, joint exercises and places where teams go to train and gain certifications, such as the surface learning centers at Dahlgren or San Diego, or the submarine learning centers. Still, we'd love to hear your ideas. We have designed our tool to be largely self-contained, extensible, and configurable. System integration won't involve hard wiring, rather navigation of your existing network protocols and enclaves. If you have a sensor we don't yet support, the simple application programming interface is all you'll have to implement. What's more, our Observer Notes application is energized by a file that you can create and edit in your favorite text editor. Thank you for your time and attention. We welcome any feedback or suggestions you have about the tool we described. If you'd like to hear or see more, better, If you know somebody who could support placing this tool in the hands of those who need it most, we'd love to hear from you.